Who's that, Goff? You see any other lawyers on there? I'm just gonna let everybody in. There's Mr. Goff.
I didn't hear anything before that.
Good morning.
Morning. I'm here in New York, just so you know. So I'm not all dressed.
No, that's fine. I'm gonna put you with Epi so y'all can talk before we get everybody started, okay? Because I
Okay,
know
appreciate it.
y'all can probably figure something out, okay?
Let's cross fingers.
Let me see here.
Morning, Golf. How you doing?
All righty, man. Just one thing I could have filed reset or whatever because I'm traveling, but figured might as well at least chat
What are you
with you.
doing? What are you doing up in New York?
No.
I don't think so. The audio? You don't have to turn with audio. You don't need audio. No, because it'll mess it up anyway. I'm gonna let everybody in.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes, sir. This is Mike Ramon.
How are you, Mike? This is Doug.
Okay,
Yes, sir.
gentlemen, this is Tony Gonzalez. I'm the judge. Y'all are speaking to each other. There's a lot more people on this Zoom. A lot of times, if you're on your iPhone, you cannot see who else is on here. We're going to get started shortly. We're waiting on the prosecutor. He's speaking to somebody right now. So I ask for y'all to please be patient. Mr. Goff, did you get your stuff situated?
I requested discovery and we're looking to get a reset so we can provide that and then we'll see what we can put together.
Okay, Mr. Goff, then we'll get that to you and you are excused.
Thank you.
Thank you. Okay, good morning. My name is Tony Gonzalez. I'm the judge of the Robstown Municipal Court. I want to thank everyone for being here today. A lot more people were summoned to show up today. They didn't show up, but you folks did, and I want to let you know that I appreciate that. Today's docket is the pretrial docket. Today's date is November 8th, 2023. It's approximately 9:20 a.m. and we're going to get started here shortly. Just a couple of housekeeping rules. Until your case is called, I ask that you keep your device on mute to keep the background noise from coming in. Once your case is called, I'll ask you to unmute your device and then we can speak. So if you're here today, that means that you've already entered in a plea of not guilty. You've requested a trial, either in front of a jury or in front of the judge. And you're now at
that's Japanese chair. Okay. Well.
I don't know whose device is that's not muted, but if you can please mute your device. You've entered a plea of not guilty, and you're now at the pretrial portion of the case. You will have an opportunity here today to speak to the prosecutor. His name is Mr. Epi Isasi. He is present today. If you want to speak to Mr. Isasi regarding your case, I will put you in a breakout room where you will have the opportunity to discuss your case. And if you're able to come to some type of agreement, Mr. Isasi will then present the agreement to me. And if I'm in agreement, that'll be it for your case. If you are unable to come to an agreement, or if I do not approve the agreement, then your case will be set for trial. Okay. Now, there are some individuals here who know that they just want to have a trial. They don't need to speak to the prosecutor. And and I don't have anybody. Do we have any pretrial motions? Yeah, I don't have anybody that's filed any pretrial motions. So I will let you go on your way and we will send you your trial notice. Okay. So at this time, before we get started, is there anybody here that does not want to speak to the prosecutor, knows that they want to go to trial and they have no pretrial motions? Anyone? Okay, I hear somebody. Okay, if there's no one, then we're gonna go ahead and get going with the docket. So when I call your name, I'm gonna ask you to unmute your device, and then if you'll let me know that verbally, in fact, that you want to speak with Mr. Isasi, we'll mark that down and we'll get to you shortly. So any questions before I start? Okay, I keep on hearing some background noise. Can everybody just please that their device is on mute?
And everything is in front of the
All right, court calls cause number 230800033, State of Texas versus Roberta Aguilar. Roberta Aguilar.
That's me, sir.
Ms. Aguilar, do you wish to speak to the prosecutor today?
I'm not even sure. This is the first time I've done anything. It was for a ticket failure of financial responsibility.
That is correct, Ms. Aguilar. You've entered a plea of not guilty requesting a trial. We're now,
yes.
We are at the pretrial stage and you have an opportunity to speak to the prosecutor to try to resolve your case. Do you wish to do that?
Okay. Yes, sir.
Okay, then I will get to you shortly. If you can please mute your device.
Yes, sir.
Court calls cause number 23080000373, State of Texas versus Juan Arevalo. Juan Arevalo. Mr. Arevalo, I see you there, but I don't think you have your audio connected. So I'm gonna remove him. Please make a note that he was here and he's gonna have to come back in. Okay, court calls cause number 2308000312, State of Texas versus Roxana Cabrera. Roxana Cabrera. Roxana Cabrera. Court calls cause number 2302002075, State of Texas versus Victor Canales. Victor Canales. Victor Canales. Court calls number 2302001287, State of Texas versus Lucas Carney. Lucas Carney. That was Mr. Goff? Okay. Court calls number 2308000239, Juan Manuel Golazo. Juan,
Yeah, I'm here.
Mr. Golazo,
Huh?
do you wish to speak to the prosecutor here today?
No.
Okay, then we will send you a notice of trial, or can you please tell us your address?
1453 Acapulco Street, Corpus Christi, Texas, 78417.
Okay, is that what we have? Okay, Mr. Colosso, we'll be sending you a notice of trial for your trial.
Okay,
Thank you.
thank you.
Court calls number 2302000918, Douglas Eastman. Douglas Eastman.
Yes, I'm here.
Mr. Eastman, do you wish to speak to the prosecutor here today?
I do.
Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and rename you to reflect your last name on here that way. Thank you, Mr. Eastman. He'll be with you shortly.
Thank you.
Court calls number 2308000005, Rhonda Franklin.
Yes, I'm here.
Ms. Franklin, do you wish to speak to the prosecutor today?
Yes, I do.
Okay, he'll be with you shortly. Thank you.
Thank you.
Number 2302000993, and 2308000198, Savannah Galvan. Savannah Galvan.
Yes, sir.
Ms. Galvan, do you wish to speak to the prosecutor today?
I'm not sure. It was for a speeding ticket. I'm not sure what we would have to discuss.
You can discuss a plea bargain agreement. You can discuss any issues you want to talk to him. If you feel that it's not warranted, you can talk to him about that, or you can choose just to go straight to trial. It's up to you.
I'll just go straight to trial.
Okay, then we will mark that you were present. Can you please verify your address?
It's 19107 East FM 1762, Warrenville, Texas, 78580.
Is that what you have? Okay, thank you, Ms. Galvan. You're excused.
Okay.
Court calls number 2308000407, State of Texas versus Stephanie Gonzalez. Stephanie Gonzalez. Stephanie Gonzalez. Here. Court calls number 2308000376, Victor Guerrero. Victor Guerrero. Victor Guerrero. Did not appear. Court calls number 2308000398 and 399, Michaela Wape. Michaela Wape. Michaela Wape. Did not appear. And that's also 2308000406, Michaela Wape. Court calls number 2302000998, Anthony Eisen. Anthony Eisen.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Eisen, do you wish to speak to the prosecutor today?
Yes.
Okay, he'll be with you shortly. Thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome.
Are you out there, Ticos?
Excuse me? Cause number 23080000234, Joshua Joslin. Joshua Joslin.
I'm here, Judge.
Mr. Joslin, do you wish to speak to the prosecutor today?
Yes, sir.
I'll be with you shortly.
Thank you.
Thank you. Cause number 23080000233, Jose Leal.
Yes.
Mr. Leal, do you wish to speak to the prosecutor today?
Yes.
Thank you, sir. Cause number 23020000297, Isabel Longoria.
Yes, sir.
Ms. Longoria, do you wish to speak to the prosecutor today?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, ma'am. Court calls number 23080000065, Julian Lott. Julian,
Yes, sir.
Mr. Lott, do you wish to speak to the prosecutor today?
Yes, sir.
Thank you, sir. Court calls number 230200224, Cynthia Mata. Cynthia Mata. Cynthia Mata. To appear. Court calls number 23080000014, Michael Nigo. Michael Nigo. To appear. Court calls number 23080000056, Jorge Olvera. Jorge Olvera. Failure to appear. Court calls number 140905092093094 and 150100175, Jesus Perez. Jesus Perez. Failure to appear. Court calls number 23080000387, Zach Perez. Zach Perez. Failure to appear. Court calls number 1493, Michael Ramon.
Yes.
Mr.
Yes,
Ramon, do you wish to speak to the prosecutor today?
Yes, sir.
He'll be with you shortly. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Cause number 22070019651, 1966, 207003899, Naomi Rodriguez. Naomi Rodriguez. Failure to appear. That's also 230800415, Naomi Rodriguez. Failure to. 230200241, Isaiah Ruiz. Isaiah Ruiz. Isaiah Ruiz. Failure to appear. 23080000388, Jake Reese. Jake Reese. Jake Reese. Failure to appear. 23020000894, Eloy Saiz Piloto.
Well, Your Honor, Blaze Haney for Ms. Size. And I need to speak to the prosecutor, please.
Okay, let me see. Mr. Haney, okay. Mr. Haney, I have you down here. Perfect.
Okay.
And Mr. Haney, we're almost done with the docket. Mr. Isasi will see you first because I know you may have other dockets to attend to.
Sure, appreciate that.
Court calls number 23020011025, Cassandra Sierra. Cassandra,
Yes, sir.
Ms. Sierra, do you wish to speak to the prosecutor?
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. He'll be with you shortly. Court calls number 2207002531 and 23080000075, Rebecca Steinmetz. Rebecca Steinmetz.
Hello? Yes.
Okay. Do you wish to speak to the prosecutor?
Yes, I do.
He'll be with you shortly. Thank you. Court calls cause number 23020010075, David Valdez. David
here.
Valdez.
I'm
Mr.
here.
Do you wish to speak to the prosecutor?
Yes, I do.
Okay, thank you. 230200243, Rolando Valdez. Rolando Valdez. Did he already talk to him? Okay. And 23020000636, Christopher Vasquez. Christopher Vasquez. Okay, that's today's docket. Is there anybody's name whose name I did not call? I see two individuals whose names I did not change, and I don't believe they have audio, so they're just kind of staring at me. I don't believe they can hear what I'm saying. I'm gonna let them out and let them come back in. Okay, so I'm going to start putting individuals. We're going to start with Mr. Haney in the breakout room with Mr. Isasi. Ask everyone else to please be patient. Know this, there is a silver lining to being on Zoom. Normally, you would be sitting in my courtroom waiting for your turn. And this way, you're able to be at your house or at work, maybe doing some other things, multitasking until your case is called. So I ask for your patience. If you are able to come to some type of agreement with Mr. Isasi, he will announce it to the court. It's important. It is absolutely imperative that you follow through with the agreement, that you either come to the court to sign off on your paperwork, or you make arrangements with the clerks to have it emailed to you, and then you will send it back. If that is not done, it will be as if you did not appear here today. Okay, and a warrant will be issued. So it's very important that you follow through. Okay. All right, Mr. Haney, I'm going to put you in a breakout room with Mr. Isasi. Everybody else, I ask that you wait patiently. If you need to get my attention, my video will be off, but you will be able to get my attention by just saying judge, and I'll come back and I'll address your concerns, okay? Mr. Isasi?
Yes, sir. With, on Mr. Haynes' case, Judge, what we're doing, he's requesting discovery also and requesting an audio video on his case. So, I'm asking for a reset of 60 days so we can get this together and send it to him. And then, after reviewing, I'll discuss it.
Okay. All right, Mr. Haney, we will reset this matter and they will get the discovery out to you. I don't know if he's back on or not. It looks like he's still in the breakout room. Let me close all rooms. Mr. Haney?
Hello?
Yes, sir. Yes.
Mr. Haney, Mr. Isasi announced that he's asking for a reset so he can get discovery out to you. So we will grant that and we'll go from there, Mr. Haney. Thank you.
Okay, I do appreciate it. Thank you, Your Honor.
Yes, sir.
Are you excused?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Next, Mr. Isasi,
Yes, sir.
is Roberta Aguilar. I believe that's our first one.
Roberta Aguilar?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with Mr. Isasi. Yes, sir, with Alexi, this one with the glasses, you just came into the room. You didn't have audio, but now you do. Can you tell me your name, sir?
It's Jorge Olvera.
Mr. Olvera. Okay.
Yeah, I was having trouble with the audio. I didn't know where to press.
No, I got you. I got you. Okay, so I'm gonna mark you present. Do you, prosecutor? Mr. Olvera, do you wish to speak to the prosecutor today?
Yes.
Okay. All right. He'll be with you shortly. Let me go ahead and change your name on your device so I know it's you. Asi, do you have an announcement?
Judge, for some reason, Ms. Aguilar could not hear me. I didn't have a problem with, Golf, or Haney, but she says she can't hear me. So she's still back in a breakout room. I don't know, maybe by making sure that everyone has their thing on mute and maybe turn off their cameras, until they're called. I don't know if that would make a difference.
Okay, I can hear you. Let me see if I can hear you better with some headphones in. Give me 1 second, please.
Mr. Isasi, I'm gonna put y'all back in the breakout room.
Yes, sir.
That's better, sir. I can hear you.
Mr. Sassi, you have an announcement?
Yes, sir. On Miss Aguilar, Roberta Aguilar, what we're doing is in return for a plea of no contest, it'll be a $200 fine, court cost at $81, and she'll be on a 90-day deferred. And she'll come in by the end of the day today to sign off on the paperwork and make an initial payment.
Miss Aguilera,
Yes, sir.
please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Ms. Aguilera, you heard Mr. Isasi recite the agreement where you're agreeing to a $200 fine, $81 in court costs in return for a 90 days deferred disposition. Is that your understanding?
Yes, sir.
Okay, Mr. Isasi, is anything going to be paid today?
Yes, sir. She was going to come in today and make an initial payment.
Okay. Ms. Aguilera, how much will you be paying today? Ms. Aguilar,
Yes, sir. I'm right here.
how much will you be paying today?
I'll be paying 25 today.
Okay, and we'll need the balance paid by the end of the 90-day period.
Yes, sir.
Okay, all right, then we will see you later on today. Thank you.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
You're excused. All right, next we have Roxanne Cabrera. Oh, no, she's not here. Let's see. Mr. Eastman, we'll be putting you in a breakout room with the prosecutor here in just a few minutes, few seconds.
Okay.
Mr. Sassi?
Yes, sir. On Mr. Eastman's case, Judge, let's keep it on the trial docket. I told him the court will send him notice. In the meantime, we're gonna check into to see if there's any audio video on the case so that I can review it, hopefully before next setting.
Okay, all right, Mr. Eastman, this case will be continued on the trial docket. You will receive notice. Can you your address, please? Mr. Eastman. He's on mute.
I can hear you.
Okay, Mr. Eastman, can you please verify your address?
Yes, 8620 Pamplona Place, Odessa, Texas.
Is that what we have? Okay, Mr. Eastman, you'll be getting notice of your trial setting by between now and then. Mr. Isasi states that he will review if there's any videos and he'll get back with you.
Okay, thank you, Judge.
Thank you. You're excused. Next, we have Rhonda Franklin.
Okay.
Franklin,
There.
we're gonna, yeah, we're
Can you
gonna, I'm gonna assign you to a breakout room with Mr. Isasi.
Okay.
Mr. Isasi?
Yes, sir. On Miss Franklin, what we're doing, Judge, in return for a plea of no contest, it'll be a 30-day deferred, a fine of $114.90 and court costs of $134, and that amount to be paid in Stanford by the end of the business day today.
Okay. Ms. Franklin, please raise your right hand. Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God?
I do.
Okay, Ms. Franklin, you heard Mr. Isasi's of the agreement. Is that your understanding of the agreement? I'm sorry, Ms. Franklin, I could not hear you.
Yes, sir.
Is that your understanding of the agreement?
Yes, sir.
And are you asking the court to approve that agreement?
Yes, sir.
Okay. We need that paperwork signed off on today. Do you live in the area, Ms. Franklin?
No, I do not. I live in San Antonio and I'm currently up in the mountains of Colorado.
Okay. Do you have an email address?
Yes, I do.
Can you give that to us, please?
It's R Franklin, like my name. So just my first letter of my name, R, last name Franklin, consulting @gmail.com.
All right, Ms. Franklin. Then the staff will get the agreement over to you. You just need to sign off on it and get it back to us. But you also need to talk to them via telephone to make arrangements for the payment, okay?
Yes, sir. I'll pay today.
All right. Thank you so much. You are excused.
Thank you.
Okay, next we have Anthony Eisen. I'll place you in a breakout room with the prosecutor.
Thank you.
Sassi?
Yes, sir. On Mr. Ison, I've relayed an offer to him, Judge, and he rejected that, so he wants to go ahead and go set it for trial.
Okay, Mr. Ison, can you just verify your address, please?
Yes, I can.
Go ahead.
1502 New Combs Highway, Unit 531026, Arlington, Texas 78553.
Okay, Mr. Ison, then you will be receiving notice in the mail of your trial date.
Thank you. You're
You're
welcome.
excused. Yes, sir.
Okay. Bye.
Okay, next we have Joshua Jocelyn. Mr. Sassi?
Yes, sir. On Mr. Jocelyn, he provided a copy of valid insurance, and we verified it was valid at the time of the stop. So I've submitted a dismissal on that case.
Okay, all right, Mr. Jocelyn, you heard Mr. Isasi. He will be submitting a order for dismissal for me to sign. So you are excused.
All righty. Thank you, Judge. You have a good day.
You too. We have Jose Leal. Mr. Isasi? Mr. Isasi?
Yes, sir. Okay, sorry about that. On Mr. Lian's case, in return for his plea of no contest, it'll be a $200 fine, court cost of 81, and it'll be placed on a 60-day deferred. You make a payment, initial payment by late today or early tomorrow, no later than tomorrow. And then he also understands that he needs to sign off on this paperwork.
Okay. Mr. Leal, can you please unmute your device? I need to see your face also, please. And please raise your right hand. Swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Mhm.
Is that a yes?
Yes.
Mr. Leal, you heard Mr. Isasi recite the agreement of a $200 fine, $81 in court cost in return for placing you on 60 days deferred disposition with a $25 payment to be made today and the rest to be paid within the 60 days. Is that your understanding of the agreement?
Yes, sir.
Are you asking the court to approve that agreement?
Yes, sir.
Okay, the court will approve the agreement. It's incumbent upon you to get with the court to get your paperwork and make the payment, okay?
Okay.
Thank you. Your excuse. Okay, next we have Isabel Longoria.
Yes, sir.
I don't see her on here anymore. Ms. Longoria? Okay, let me know if she comes back on, okay? Next we have Julian Lott.
Okay. Please.
I'll let her in a minute. Mr. Isasi?
Yes, sir, Mr. Lot, Judge, I'm gonna file a dismissal on that case, being he took care of a companion case with this one, and he's already obtained his license, and he took a driver safety class so that we've got a certificate on file.
Okay. All right, Mr. Lot, you heard Mr. Isasi. This case will be dismissed. Thank you.
Thank you. Have a nice day, Judge.
You too. All right, next we have Jorge Olvera. Mr. Isasi?
Yes, sir, Mr. Olvera's case, Judge, I'm gonna recommend a dismissal, being that he pled to the companion case on this. And he did have his driver's license valid at the time, he just didn't have it with him.
Okay,
But
Mr.
he's produced
Olvera.
a copy of that.
Okay, Mr. Olvera, your case will be dismissed. Thank you. All right, next we have Michael Ramon.
I'm here, Judge.
Okay, I'm gonna put you in the breakout room, Mr. Ramon.
Okay, sir.
Mr. Olvera, you're free to go, Mr. Olvera.
Okay, on Mr. Ramon, being that he's complied with the, and remedied the violations, I'm gonna recommend a dismissal in this case.
Okay, Mr. Ramon, your case will be dismissed upon Mr. Isasi submitting the order. Thank you, sir. You are excused. All right, next we have Cassandra Sierra.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna put you in a virtual room with Mr. Isasi.
Okay.
Mr. Ramon, you're excused, Mr. Ramon. Mr. Ramon, you're on mute. Okay, and I'm gonna go ahead and excuse you, Mr. Ramon.
I'm just trying to get out. It won't let me get out. I don't know how.
Okay, I'll get you out. I'll get you out.
Okay. Thank you.
Right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Sassi?
Yes, Judge, on Ms. Sierra, she's asking for a 30-day reset on her case to allow her to talk to the company. She was driving a vehicle, a commercial truck, when she got pulled over, and she's saying that those trucks are regulated at 60 miles an hour. So I told her if she could produce something showing that, then I'd consider that in her case.
Okay, all right, Ms. Sierra, you heard Mr. Isasi. This case will be reset, give you an opportunity to get whatever you need to get to present to him, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Rebecca Steinmetz, we're going to put you in a breakout room with Mr. Isasi.
Okay. Yes, sir. On Ms. Diamond's case, Judge, she's just requesting to keep it on the trial docket, and I told her the court will get with her on a date.
Okay, Ms. Steinmetz, can you just verify your address, please? Ms. Steinmetz, you're on mute.
2625 Randolph Circle, Corpus Christi, Texas 78410.
That's what we have. Okay. All right, Ms. Steinmetz, you'll be receiving notice of your trial date. Thank you very much. You're excused. Next, we have David Valdez.
Yes, sir.
We'll put you in a breakout room with the prosecutor. Yes. Mr. Isasi?
Sir, on Mr. Valdez, Your Honor, he provided a proof of insurance and we were able to verify that it was good at the time of the stop. So I'm gonna recommend a dismissal.
Okay, Mr. Valdez, your case will be dismissed.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Let me see, we have somebody else. Who do we have left? Ms. Longoria, okay.
So she has. Okay.
Mr. Isasi?
Yes, sir. On Ms. Longoria's case, Your Honor, in return for a plea of no contest, there'll be a 60-day deferred, a $200 fine, court costs of 81. She'll come in before 5 o'clock today to sign off the paperwork and make a initial payment.
Okay, Ms. Longoria, can you please raise your right hand? Do you swear to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth, so help you God? Okay, you gotta take your off of mute.
Yes.
Okay, all right, Ms. Longoria, you heard Mr. Isasi recite the agreement. Is that your understanding of the agreement?
Yes.
Okay, the court will approve that agreement. Just make sure you come in today to sign off on the paperwork, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you. You are excused. Let's see, it looks like we have one more individual here, but I'm not sure who. I don't think he doesn't have any kind of volume.
Okay. We don't even know who he is.
No, we don't. And they're not responding, so.
I think I have a couple of individuals here in person, Judge. I'm gonna meet with those.
Go ahead and meet with those, and I'm gonna close out this thing, if they can call back if they need to.
Okay. Thank you, sir.
Stopping the recording.